Let's get on to main topic number one. And our first main topic today gets submitted to us by Colton M, who writes, "Hey, John, love the show. Thank you so much, Colton. I've been pretty excited for Black Panther 2. Now we are getting reports that Beyonce is joining Black Panther 2. I'm pretty excited. What do you think about this? Thanks, and keep up the filthy." All right, thanks a lot for sending that in, man. And yes, there have been some reports going around. You guys have probably seen them. These reports swirling around the internet that Beyonce is joining Black Panther 2 and probably a couple of other Disney films as well. The specifics of the report basically say that Beyonce has entered into a $100 million deal with Disney for a Black Panther 2 and 2 other films. We can tell you this is not true. It's not true. One of the entertainment reporters for Variety got online and debunked this rumor going around. And it's important to say, we always tell people, go to the source. What is the source of this? The source of this was coming from The Sun out of the UK, which is always a little bit of a crapshoot about whether you can buy what they're saying, particularly when it comes to entertainment stuff. And the guy at the Variety basically said, listen, no, there's no such deal in place. You're not going to see Beyonce. And by the way, there was some confusion about whether or not this thing with Beyonce was going to be her in the movie, or was it just going to be her composing music, to which it really made it look ridiculous because Disney's not going to pay $100 million to somebody to write 3 songs. And they just weren't going to do it. I don't care if it's Beyonce. They just simply were not going to do that. Now, look, I'll tell you this right now. I didn't mind the idea when I first heard it. And before I had a chance to look into its validity, when I first heard it, listen, I don't mind the idea. Beyonce has shown over the years she's pretty good on screen. She can't, I don't think she's one of the world's great actresses, but she's shown she's pretty good on screen. And, if you put her in there, it doesn't mean she's going to take Lupita Nyong'o's place and be the lead female character of the movie. It could have been a small role. It could have been, just a little supporting role, which could have been good. Rob, you hear about this. The rumor, number one, what did you think about the rumor at first? And do you think it's a good or a bad thing that we've heard that ultimately it's kind of been debunked? What do you think?
Well, look, I didn't believe it, but what she was going to play Storm.
That was one of the rumors.
Idea. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if, Storm, Wakanda, marrying T'Challa, I'm all about that. And I'm a big fan of Beyonce. I think she's an electrifying performer. I like what she's about. I like what she's done as an artist. I just, it just, not to denigrate pop stars transitioning over to movies, but would she be the best actress for the part? I don't know. I mean, the first Black Panther was stacked with some heavy hitter actors, and what a great ensemble. And if you're going to add somebody that's going to be right up there with T'Challa, with Chad Boseman, you better have the chops to play opposite him, because he is a great actor, and so is everybody else in that franchise.
Well, just they had an Academy Award winner in Forest Whitaker as one of the small supporting roles. You got some icons in that movie as well. But again, if we had heard that, even when I first heard the Storm thing, I'm like, okay, no, that's not true. They're not going to make her Storm. But if it was a smaller supporting role, where she's got like 8-9 minutes of screen time, whatever, I would have been perfectly okay with that. I wouldn't have had a problem with that. And you're right. She is simply the most electrifying. I love the word, because that's a Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson word, but Beyonce is the most electrifying female entertainer in the world. When she's on stage doing her thing, she's like, I've never seen a better stage presence out of a female performer than Beyonce, but that doesn't necessarily automatically mean she's a great actress. But I would have been okay with it, but it sounds like that has kind of been debunked, so we don't have to worry about it too much. The question for you guys, though, is what would you have thought about the idea of Beyonce being in there? Would it have been something to be excited about? Would you have been excited if it was a supporting role? Maybe a little bit nervous if it was a big role. Maybe you would have thought it would have been a great thing if it was a big role. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Jump down to the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. All right.